Hi, today is October 21st, 2016. Um, Sorry about my little backdrop over there. It's kind of tripping. But anyhow, I am making this slide just because, I don't know, I just felt like I'm finally regaining myself back. People have this whole thing called, narcissist abuse, which I know that's what I did suffer from. Um, but I really now I look at it and I really don't like the term because if that's the case, we all have narcissistic traits. That's just human things. We all kind of selfish in our own way. But um basically, in order to beat it, you can't get back. The best way you can get back to with someone is to like better yourself, and that's what I've been just trying to do. Close off a little bit, and a lot of people have been like, "Well, why haven't you?" Because I'm usually around a lot of people, and I do have a lot of connections because you travel a lot, you meet great, interesting people. But I've been taking a lot of, I guess, called self care. But it's just getting back to me. That's all I felt like it was. But what I realized is that you cannot run from these people. They're every freaking where. When I got away from my ex, guess what? I started noticing so many people doing so much manipulation. And manipulation sometimes it is necessary, and we all do it at certain times in our lives. So just be mindful of that. That's why I really kind of, in a way, sometimes sorry about the whole camera shaking. But my tripod has messed up. So hopefully I will have a new one. Well, I did just get a new one. So we'll see how that works. uh yeah, there are a lot of people who um who have these traits, and you cannot run from them. The best thing to do is to work on how to not let them take so much of your energy and time. And I learned that by just when I started stepping back, I was able to breathe, and I noticed the difference. I was just like, okay, why is it, I'm worrying about, and it's good to worry about other people's problems and stuff, but why is it taking so much out of my, personal time to worry about what Billy Joe is doing? And every time I'm around Billy Joe, it's like so killing me. It's killing me, and they come to me because they know they're gonna get the help. But then when you say I need some space, to getting upset, and so I had to learn how to just step back and wait. And if you're not sure about something, like if you're not sure about something, just go and just say, you know what, I just give me a minute, or and you might get some tension from that. I've been doing that a lot, and some people will go off on you. What do you want? What are you doing? What do you mean? What do you? And they can be like, okay, I'm giving you, like this one lady, I'm giving you some shoes. I want you to come live with me. I'm giving. Okay, let me get some time for that. What do you mean? You have to go and do this. You have. No, no, you really don't. And once you find out, you understand that you actually have a choice to step back, then that gives you some much power too. But afterwards, when you look at it, you have some time to evaluate the situation to see if it's somebody who is really intentionally trying to help you, for one, um because you need to balance your emotions, your emotions, and away from your logic, because you're going so much as what is right and what you feel in your heart. um and just going by your heart is not good at all. Okay. So you have to balance that. Your logic's thinking that if someone needs this, the logic thing to do is to give it to them. That's true. But if you're only thinking logic, you never think about, what if someone is not, fully, mentally there. So if you're just thinking with your brain just all the times, that's not good either. So just having that balance, that chemical balance, just, it helps a lot. And oh Lord, I'm so shaky. Sorry about the camera again. But yeah, just taking that time to work on you. um I did, like I said, I did lose a lot of people. But I, in the process of losing a lot of people, I gained some tremendous people. I didn't gain as many people. I will tell you that I did not gain as many people as I had. However, I gained the right people that I needed in my life. And that's another thing. Like it made all the difference. So, and I wouldn't have got that if I wouldn't have took time to work out on me, to work on me, to get my mind and my body right, And like during this time I kept exercising. I'm always exercising anyway, but this time I was actually able to exercise and eat the right foods, and not only that, but rest and not be stressed because I'm trying to please other people, and worrying about stuff I'm not gonna be able to change. I'm not gonna be able to help. I'm not gonna be able to do that. So, it looks like I'm kind of bald headed. Let's see. Okay, there we go. There we go. Okay, so, that's basically what, this video is titled to. Work on yourself. Work on you. You do not need a man to complete you. You do not need a woman to complete you. You are fine by yourself. You have to be complete in order to build with someone else, okay? Like, 1 times 1 equals 1, okay? A half times a half equals a fourth, okay? So just remember that, okay? When you marry or intertwine with someone, it's not like you're adding, okay? If you're adding, that means like having a kid or something. And that's a good addition. Don't, and then intensify the relationship. But when you're married, you're becoming as one. You're multiplying. You're multiplying, making a duality. So why on earth would you try to be with somebody who's not fully complete? If they're not fully complete and you're like they're a mess, guess what? Because you're with them, then guess what? You're a mess. I was a mess. Okay? I didn't believe it. I didn't understand it. I was a mess. There's some things inside of you, and people say, some people like, you don't know who you really are. You are really talented. You are this, and you are so special, Belle. You are very, very special. And you need to just focus on you, and you're kind of a little bit out there, a little bit messed up. And I didn't understand that, but I understand it now. Becoming a little bit better. I'm not fully there. I wouldn't not say that, because when you're fully there, and when you make this mark, guess what? You have something else, or you're gonna die. Okay, that's all it is to life. You learn, you go through this journey, you learn, and guess what? Then you find out that you didn't know so much then, and you the stuff that you didn't know, you really didn't know intensely, and you learn a little bit more. So it's a whole nother circle. Like you learn, and you learn a lesson, then you go to another elevation, then you're learning another lesson, then you might learn the same lesson that you learned the first time, like again, but more intensified. So that's all we're doing, and so yeah, so that's all I'm saying. Just work on you, and you'll love it. Once you start understanding who you are and what you bring to the world, what you stand for, you can make better choices on the type of people that you want to spend the rest of your life with. Not only, in the sense of spousal, domesticated relationships, but just working with people, and how, not only that, but how to not deal with people, but how to handle yourself when troubling situations or people who are not so comfortable to be around. How to work, how to deal with these types of people. Like, and if I wouldn't have went through this, I wouldn't have learned a lot of stuff about my professional life. I always try to avoid people, or not even that. If I couldn't do that, just please them. Okay, well, you want this side, I'm gonna give you this. You want that side, I'm gonna give you that. And not, saying, okay, this is what I stand for, this is what is it. If it's so much that I will be compromising to a point, but if it's if it's demoralizing my values and my morals, if it's taken away from that, then I cannot help you with that, And it took me a long time to like do that, because for one, I've always been different. Not like, oh, I just stand out, but I am kind of a standout kind of person, I'm not going to be the person that's getting crunk. Now, that was a time that I used to be, that way, but it's not like that. But even when I did, I wasn't the huge, party person. I like to mingle. I like to, make connections. I like to work with people. I like to hear stories. So when people are, playing hopscotch and stuff, I'm running around, trying to see the world kind of thing. People are trying to worry about Earth when I'm like on Neptune. So, yeah, just being comfortable with that, and just basically work on yourself, work on you. What do you want to do? Life is too short to be sad and depressed and just unhappy with life, with work, with all that. Find something that makes you stand out, that makes you feel like you are alive, and you know do that. That can be the best contribution that you make to the world. And yeah. So, and as you know, if you have been tuning in, that I do not make any, I don't make any, like scripted anything, any scripts with this dialogue. I said dialogue. It's not a dialogue. It's really a monologue. But when you start listing your comments, it can be a dialogue. Or so I don't make any. This is not a script. It's just coming off the top of my head. What I learned. Hopefully, something that I said or done helps you on that journey, on your journey to fulfilling your life and fulfilling happiness in it. If you want to leave a comment, that's good. If you don't, thank you. Use it towards helping others and helping yourself. Thank you for choosing Journey to Jerusalem.